Hello. As usual, I'm using my lovely webcam, so it's probably going to be slightly off in the sound department. Some of you may have seen some of my pictures and the fact that I've been repainting. As you can see, green ceiling. I got a ceiling fan. Some of you who've seen my room before would know that's a really new development. The walls are kind of a lavender color. And I recently put a new picture up, and yes, that is an aquarium that doesn't have enough water in it. I shouldn't be leaving it like it is now. It really should have water in it soon. Probably later this week or this weekend I will fill it again. And get it running, and then possibly put a little tiny bit of money aside, maybe a 20, and get some little tropical fishies. But yeah, that's my bed, and I recently put those pictures up, and then I put the flowers and the really pretty hanging thingy. That's a bunch of stuffies, and that's a CD thingy behind me. And then of course my bright window. Now I turn around to go the other way. There's my door. I don't know. I'm running out of cord. The cat's looking at me like I lost my mind. So let's give myself a little more cord so I can turn around some more. Closet and other stuff. And if you look this way, you can see there's a entertainment center. And this is like on the bed. I have the computer on the bed, so you can see that I can watch TV while I'm laying on the bed. And then my desk, which is just covered in stuff, and is just basically a glorified storage area. And there's actually a shelf by the window. I don't know if you can see it. It has plants and my clock on it. And that's also another storage thing. I'm basically, a lot of my space that I could be putting other things on has a lot of ceramics I've made that I really need to sell. Anyway, I'm kind of wasting a little time. So now 3 minutes of my room. Probably the most confusing piece of something you've seen in a while. So anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on with my health, just in case you don't read my blogs and things. Currently, I got my results from my MRI from the doctor. I haven't actually seen the results yet. She still has to send them to me. And the results from my EEG. The results, according to my doctor, are that things are normal. I'm going to take a look at the tests and then do some more research, because there's a possibility that they didn't do the right kind of test to make sure, that they did a very thorough test, because there's a lot of things that can be missed if you do the wrong kind of MRI, and it depends on the type of MRI machine they used, etc., etc. Yeah, I just want to make sure that they're testing everything and they're doing everything properly. And my doctor's, this is my general practitioner, who I haven't been able to see because she's been on maternity leave. She's actually pretty frustrated with the whole situation, because she thinks it's silly that I'm going through all this and nothing's happening. So she's gonna try to refer me to the neurology department at UCI Medical Center, which is where I should have been referred to begin with, but that's beside the point. She's also going to refer me to an eye doctor, which I also should have been done months ago. But what can I do? I can't force the other general practitioners I saw temporarily to do what needs to be done. They're newbies there. She's an actual resident right now, which means she has a little more authority to do what needs to be done. And that's why I have her as my doctor right now. Let's hope she sticks around a little longer, because I don't want to change doctors until all of this is figured out. So she looked at my eyes, because when the last neurologist in April looked at my eyes and he said there was no rain. She looked at my eyes, but see, now keep in mind, she's never seen this on a live person before. So she looked into my eyes and she said that it looks like there are flecks of copper around my iris. She may not really know. She said, like she said, though, you know, she's never seen it before. So we may be going back to Wilson's disease, but the problem is my copper levels were not that high. The within normal range is like up to 175, and mine was 215. But that was a few months ago, so God only knows, you know. Maybe I accrued more, but I'm, on one hand, you know, it's nice that we're making progress of some sort, but I kind of feel like, what am I going in circles, you know? Or going back to possibly Wilson's? Question mark. We're trying a new medication for my hypertension. It's something that takes the liquid out of the system, because the last one we tried was making my face and my feet and my ankles swell. So now we're trying to get the liquid out of my system, and hopefully that'll slow my blood pressure too, bring the pressure down, because there won't be as much liquid in the little veiny things. I've been really exhausted. We've been very fortunate here, only being in the 80s and occasionally short bits of the 90s here where I live. Although, you know, other parts of California, it's definitely been heat wave season, and I'm expecting a heat wave anytime soon, because it's August. We always get a heat wave, a really nasty one. But it hasn't happened yet. If it doesn't, I can live with that. Let's see. I'm hoping for something. I'm hoping the eye doctor will take a look at my eye. I will get my referrals to the eye doctor in the neurology department at UCI. Because if you didn't know, the third doctor rejected me before seeing me a second time. Again, for the same reason as the first two. MSI. They don't take MSI anymore. Isn't it magical how that happens? Maybe it's just because I'm a very insistent patient. I don't call them every day, but I do call just, you know, consistently to make sure things are being taken care of properly, because I've been at this for over a year, and I haven't been very insistent up until the last 3-4 months, because I have to be now, because if I'm not on them, they lose my stuff. If I'm not constantly telling them, you know, this and this and this, I'm never going to get a diagnosis if I'm not going to keep on them. And basically what my doctor and I both have agreed about is when she's sending the referral, and when I get a doctor finally, hopefully at UCI, she's not going to send any of the notes. Although she's going to send me the notes, she's not going to send any of the notes. She's going to directly send only the data, and hopefully they will come up with their own conclusions, because the goal here is to try to get a doctor that will see me consistently, so that we might actually get a real diagnosis. This whole half-assed doctoring crap is not working. Although the last neurologist was better of the three, because he did do a thorough job in my examination, but we're not getting anywhere fast if, you know, a doctor doesn't spend time on my case to try to figure out what is changing and what is not changing. I mean, I've been on the same medication without a change in the medication level for over a year, and it helps, but it's not 100%. I still have these really strong, you know, it helps with the really small tremors that I get, but it doesn't make the big giant ones that I get go away. I mean, it depends on day to day. But I do know when I forget to take the medication because I'm shaky. I'm really tremory. I tremor big time without the medication. So I suppose it's doing something. It's just, it feels like it's not doing a lot. And there's nights where I'm up all night because I'm shaking too hard. Because I can't go to sleep because my limbs and my body is shaking. And that's usually, I have a whole day of that, and it's exhausting. And it's night like that, and it's usually 2 or 3 nights like that where I wish I had like a muscle relaxant or something. But you know, we can't be putting me on things like that because you know they're easy to get reliant on them. So it's better for me if I don't. It's just that, you know, I end up really achy and in a lot of pain, you know, which I can survive because, well, frankly, I'm used to being in pain. Pain is part of life for me. It's been part of life for a long time. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. My side has still been hurting a lot. The nurse asked me what my pain level was. You know, the scale is 1 to 10, and 10 being the worst pain you've experienced ever. And I gave a pain level of 7, and he was like, "Oh my God, if my pain level was that high, I'd be in the hospital." And I was like, "Well, I'm in pain all the time, so this is really no big deal." Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go. Bye. Just me.